How's it going, guys? And welcome back to another episode. So yes, it is a brand new week, and yeah. So in the last episode, we went over to Uncle Reggie's house at the end, and yeah, Uncle Reggie sort of put my mind at ease. He said, let's not worry about it just yet. He's going to go and find out what is going on today. So yeah, hopefully he will have some good news for us with regards to all of the problems that we have with our products that was produced at the Coupidge before we actually bought the company. So yeah, it was raining a little bit, so the roads are a bit wet, and yeah, it looks like it wants to start snowing. So we'll see how it goes. But yes, guys, there's a little bit of news. So, damn, that chicken is loud, but okay. So yeah, there's a little bit of news. Our sorghum field is ready for harvest, so that is going to be something we tackle today. And you'll also be pleased to know that I finally did go ahead and resign once and for all from Mr. Walker's farm. So he's got a new farm manager taking control of that now. So we don't need to worry anymore about Mr. Walker's farm at all. So I'm quite confident that we're going to be able to make a living for ourselves here now, because we've got a lot of equipment. We managed to get quite a lot of stuff. So on the back of the pickup truck, we've got a couple of pallets of garlic. We've got the F350, which is going back to the Coupidge this morning. I did give it a little bit of a service over the weekend and sorted everything out. And right at the back, we've got some more pallets of chilies and garlic. So we're going to go ahead and go drop this off first of all with our flashy pickup truck here. My goodness, I must say, this is an absolute dream to drive this thing, guys. So yeah, let's jump in. Going to get it all fired up, and yeah, I think this is probably one of the heaviest loads. Nah, not really, but yeah, it's one of the heaviest loads we are pulling with this truck. So yeah, let's get this done, and so that we can get back to our field where we need to harvest that sorghum, and hopefully also start preparing the field. Alright guys, so yes, we are making our way over to the farmers market just up ahead, and then we are going to be selling all of our fresh produce, and then we're gonna head over to the Coupidge where Bill is, because Bill is going to, yeah, hopefully help us get this truck offloaded from the trailer, and yeah, we'll just take it from there. Alrighty, but here we are. Let me get this sorted out quickly. Alrighty guys, so there we go. That is all of our fresh produce sold. So we're just going to head over to the Coupidge and go and drop off the F350 there for Bill. So yeah, let's make our way over there and just get this sorted out. Alright, and here we are over at the Coupidge, and I see Uncle Reggie and Bill did do the asphalt here, because it looks like, yeah, there's a lot less grass here. My goodness, yeah, that's a bit better. So now at least we can not worry about the grass driving over it when we come to do whatever we do over here. Alright, so just going to get these straps off of the truck. Need to fire up the Ford over here just to get the ramps lowered down. So let's go ahead and hit the button for that. And there we go, that is perfect. Alright, I'm quickly going to see Bill and just find out where he wants me to offload this thing. Maybe he can give us a hand with that as well. Alright, there we go guys. So the pickup truck has been delivered, and Bill asked me for a favor. He wants me to just go and drop off the wood chips for him, because he's a little bit busy today. He's got a lot of things to sort out. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and do this favor for him, and then yeah, we can head back to our own farm, because we've got our little sorghum field to go and harvest. I hope it's going to be something that we can at least get done today. Hope there's nothing else going to be falling in front or you know, keeping us from doing it. So let's head over to the farmers market again. I think this time we need to go over to the other drop-off point around the back. Just got to be careful of traffic, because people around here, they freaking don't know how to drive. Rather just wait for that car. Alright, he wants to turn. Okay. Alright, but yes, let's be off. It's luckily just up ahead, so let's quickly get this sorted out for Bill. And then, yeah, we can be on our way to Uncle Reggie's farm first of all, because we need our tractor. Nearly forgot about that. So yeah, luckily that didn't slip my mind. But okay, here we are. Let's get this sorted out. Alrighty guys, quick and painless, that is done. So we've got our wood chips, well actually Bill's wood chips dropped off for him, so they're going to make the payment to him. Although it's not really a lot of money, but it still goes towards the Coupidge at least. So yeah, I just hope everything is going to work out for us at the end, because yeah, I'm feeling kind of nervous. I've got this very nervous feeling about it. But yeah, I guess we'll just leave it up to Uncle Reggie, because he knows what he's doing. Alright guys, so right now I'm going to make my way over to Uncle Reggie's farm. He said he might not be in by the time we get there, because he's got a couple of things to try and sort out with the Coupidge. So yeah, we'll just leave him to it and then wait for his call to see what he's found out. So yeah, I'll catch up to you guys once we are there at Uncle Reggie's farm once again, just to pick up our John Deere with the tree plant and all that. Alrighty guys, so we are over here at Uncle Reggie's farm. Just gonna hit the button for the ramps to go down. And I think we've got plenty of space here to pull the tractor around. I see he left his garage door open. Let's just maybe come and close that for him. Alrighty, there we go. Yeah, Uncle Reggie is sometimes a bit clumsy. Okay, so we're gonna just fire up the tractor. We're going to pull it onto the trailer, and then we can finally get back to our farm. So yeah, I see they actually just parked it here for us. Alright, here we go. Okay, let's get this machine loaded onto the trailer. This is actually a very nice little tractor. Alright, let's come around here. We're just going to line it up nicely with the ramps. Okay, just like this. Okay, I think that should be fine. Alright, just going to strap it down. Yeah, we'll just put one over there as well. And I think that hopefully will be fine. Luckily, it's yeah, it's not so heavy. I think the F350 that we towed this morning was heavier. Alright, I hit the button for the ramps to go back in, so we should be golden. So, yeah, let's get going.
Sun comes up over fields of gold. Tractor hums as the day unfolds. Dust kicks up from the old dirt road. This is how my story's told. Rooster crows, I've been off since dawn. Plow the fields, keep this farm strong. Corn rows rise as daylight longs to the rhythm of a country.
Alrighty guys, so here we are back at our sawmill, and I think what I'm gonna do, let's maybe just pull the pickup truck around the back, because Nick said he's going to sort this out for us. So yeah, I'm gonna leave the truck here while I take a walk across the road to go and pick up the combine, so that we can start harvesting the field. So he's going to load the planks here, which we can take over to the Coupidge a bit later today. So I'm just going to hit the button for the ramps. Alright, so let me just quickly have a word with Nick and make sure he's going to know what to do, because we need to get the pallets loaded, and then he's going to get the subsoiler mounted for us on the tractor. So yeah, let's just give him those instructions. He'll maybe just pause his job a bit. Alrighty guys, so we sorted everything out with Nick, and yeah, he's going to load all of the pallets onto the trailer for us, so that we can get those dropped off at the Coupidge a bit later. So what I need to do now is just get the combine ready. I I think what we're going to do, going to just hook up the header to the back of the combine. Might take a little bit of practice to get this thing in line with that trailer, but yeah, let's see if we can do this. Alright, gonna have to make like a U-turn here. Let's see if we can get it lined up over there. Yeah, this is extremely hard because I can't really judge how far I am. Alright, yeah, we might actually have to improvise a bit here. So I think what I'm going to do, yeah, because we are very close on that side. Okay, I'm going to see if this thing's going to hook up to the quad bike rather. I think that'll be a bit safer that way. Right, we'll leave the combine running so that it can warm up a bit before we put it to work and start using the PTO and all of that. So let's see if the quad bike don't tow it. I think maybe even the skid steer would. No, it doesn't have got a hitch. Okay, so this is going to be it. Otherwise I'm going to have to take a walk across the road and fetch the tractor again that Nick is probably busy with now, so I don't really want to disturb him. Alright, let me see if this is going to work. Alrighty guys, so by hook and by crook we've got the header trailer connected up to the quad bike, which is actually absolutely amazing. I didn't expect this to work. Alright, we are going to turn it around so that we can get this thing hooked up to the combine. Just got to be mindful of the traffic coming down here, like yeah, speed demons. Alright, must just be careful. I don't think this thing is really tightened down on the trailer. It's just kind of resting on there. Alright, and we'll just leave it there. So yeah, that actually works kind of well. Luckily the header isn't very heavy. Okay, so let's jump into this and get it lined up with our header here. Alright, I think just like this. Alrighty guys, so that is sorted out. We've got the header connected up to the combine. It looks kind of good actually. Doesn't look like there's any issues. So yeah, we're going to jump into this thing now. I'm going to head straight over to the field and just figure out how this thing works. I do still have got that handy app on my phone for the GPS, so hopefully that's going to work for us. So yeah, nothing to it but to do it. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, smooth sailing. I wonder if yeah, everything should be okay. Don't know when last this thing was actually used, but the owner of the combine, well, the previous owner of the combine, said that everything still checks out with it. He did have it serviced apparently, so I don't know. Now it's going to be the moment of truth to see if everything works. Lower that down. And we can spin it up so long. Alright, so I'm gonna have to try and figure out the GPS on this, but let's give it a little bit of a eyeball test here. Just going to dive into this. Okay. It seems to be working. Alright, I think we are off. Looks pretty good, guys. I think we didn't make too bad of a purchase here, although it's going to take us a hot minute maybe to do this, but yeah, nothing that a little time lapse can't fix. So I might have to spin around and just catch that edge over there that we are missing a bit, but yeah, I think I'll get the hang of this. Alright, so I'm going to put this in a bit of a time lapse for you guys, so sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Sunrise kissing the cornfield green. Tractors roar like a wild machine. Dirt road leads to a horizon fine. Milk the cows, harvest the vine. Country roads and farming loads unfold. Hay bales stacked beneath the sky, Johnny's truck and the fields nearby. Horses run the open plain, hard day's work, no room for pain. Country roads and farming loads, drive through life where love explodes. Dirt on boots, tales to be told. Freedom feels 1,000-fold. Moon climbs high, the night's so clear. Fireflies dance and none too near. Barn doors creak but hearts stay true. Work's complete, yet life feels new. Country roads and farming loads, drive through life where love explodes. Dirt on boots, tales to be told. Freedom feels 1,000-fold.
Alrighty guys, so there we go. So we are nearly done with the harvesting, but now we need to go and fetch the semi-truck and trailer. I think Nick might also be done with the loading of the pallets. I see the pickup truck is no longer there. And yes, there's the tractor. So the tractor is also ready for us to start the subsoiling or plowing. So yeah, we're just going to quickly hop into the semi and go and offload the combine. Alright, let's fire this thing up. So hopefully this is going to work out. I hope our pipe is going to be high enough. So I might have to get the drone out just to see what we are doing once again. Alright, but let's see. We just pull in under here. That actually works. Oh, it sounds like it. Yeah, I can see the dust cloud there on top. Alright, well, we're just going to let this thing unload all the way. We're going to pull it forward and just harvest the last bit. Alright, I don't know how long this is still going to take, so let's maybe hop in quick. I am going to turn it on again. I'm just going to drive forward, harvest this last bit, and then we'll go back and just dump the rest of it. Yeah, I think that should actually work. Alright, now let's just reverse. And back in line with our semi-trailer. Got no idea where the pipe is. Alright, a little bit further, Funkel. Alright, don't be afraid now. Alright, can we see if it's still pouring out? Alright, so looks like it might actually be empty. Okay guys, so it appears that our grain tank is empty. We've got everything loaded into the semi-trailer. So let's take the combine back to our farmyard or the house. We're just going to park up there. And then we can probably go and drop off the grain over at Uncle Reggie's farm. So I told him I don't have a silo. And I don't really want to keep the sorghum in the trailer too long. So we're just gonna go and make use of his silo. Alright, so we'll just leave the combine right over here. I'll get that sorted out a little bit later on. So let me quickly just run across the road here. Alright, get back to the semi. And then we can go and drop this all off. Alright guys, so here we go. We are on our way to Uncle Reggie's farm. And I'm just going to go and drop off the sorghum. And yeah, I'm still waiting for his call. I don't know when he might phone us. Alright, let's turn over here. And I'll catch up to you guys once we get there. It's still a little bit of a drive with the old semi here. Alrighty guys, so we made it all the way over to Uncle Reggie's farm once again. Kind of feels like deja vu because we were here earlier today. Alright, now I just gotta line the trailer up and get this offloaded. So yeah, this might take me a second or two to get this thing moved into position, because this trailer is actually way too big for this yard. But yeah, let me try and figure this out. Alright, and that is job done guys. So we've got our trailer emptied out into Uncle Reggie's silo. So we're just going to make our way back to the farm, well, to the sawmill, and just continue working on our field, because we need to subsoil it now. And yeah, I actually was hoping to get a roller before actually planting the next crop, because we might actually pick up some stones now with the subsoiling, but that's also fine. It might just wear our cedar out a little bit more. But alright guys, so here we go. We are on our way back to our sawmill, where we can continue work on our field. And I'm quite confident that we're going to be able to sort all of the yeah, field preparation out today. I might not be able to do the sowing yet, but I guess we'll see what we have time for. It all depends on what happens further today, because yeah, it's now a matter of we are doing our own thing. It's not as if we are, you know, pushed for time to get a job done at a certain point. But yeah, the quicker we can get it done, the better for us. Alright, so let's make our way over there, and I'll bring you guys back up to speed once we get there. Alright guys, so we made it back, and our semi-truck is actually towing this big old trailer pretty well. I didn't expect it to do so good, but okay. It just goes to show that if you have an older semi, you can still tow one of the latest and greatest, newest trailers out there. Alright, but yes, business at hand. We need to get the field subsoiled, and yeah, I'm just checking there. So Nick did park the pickup truck with the trailer there for us. And yeah, he already connected up the subsoiler for us. So this is gonna be, yeah, very nice. So that we can get this job sorted. So I'm going to hopefully get this field done today. It all depends what happens. So let's just line our tractor up here and give our old subsoiler, which was actually a yeah, this is actually a demo model. Just give it a little bit of a swing and see what kind of stones we bring up. Yeah, it doesn't look like any stones are coming up, so maybe this part of the field is stone free underneath, so that'll actually be great. It means we don't have to get a stone picker or a roller for that matter. Okay, I think that is actually working quite well, guys. So I think I'm going to put this once again in a bit of a time lapse for you guys and just see how far we can get. And yeah, I'm still waiting to hear from Uncle Reggie, so I'm just going to carry on until he gets in touch with me. Oh my goodness. Okay, so guys, my phone is busy ringing. I could barely hear it at the top of the engine noise here. Alright, so I'm quickly going to get this thing shut off and just see who this is. Alrighty guys, so that was a phone call from Uncle Reggie. He said that we need to go and meet him at the Coupidge. And yeah, did I just freaking almost knock the wall down here? But okay, well, the post. Okay, so we gotta go and see Uncle Reggie over at the Coupidge. He says it's quite urgent. So let's just jump over the front weight there. Okay. Okay, so I told them we need to go and drop off the wood beams and planks. Well, the wood beams over at the warehouse, and the planks and stuff is going to the Coupidge anyway, so it's probably going to work out. So let's just jump in. We're going to make our way over to the Coupidge right off the bat, because, yeah, I don't know what is going on. So let's go and see Uncle Reggie and just hear what he has to say. So I'll bring you guys back up to speed once we get there. And yeah, then I'll just hear what he has to say, guys. I hope this isn't going to be bad news.
I'm driving down that old dirt road where the fields are green and horses roam. A flag waves from a rusted pole. Home sweet home never feels alone. Grandma's pie cools on the sill. Church bells ringing from the hill. A corner store where time stands still. Everything here just fits the bill. A small town life that catches your eye. Oh, the love here never says goodbye. Every sunset paints the sky. Hometown surprise, it gets you high.
Okay guys, so here we are over at the Coupidge, and oh, whose car is that? Okay, well, let's just park up here where we usually drop off the planks. Yeah, this I don't know what's going on, so let's quickly go and see Uncle Reggie first of all and just hear what's the story. I wonder if he's here yet. Yeah, his car is here, and okay, yeah, that doesn't look good, guys. So that license plate reading lawyer up, I think that can only mean one thing. Okay, well, let's just go inside and face the music, guys. Alrighty guys, so yeah, that was quite a long and tedious meeting. The guy who was here was actually a lawyer for one of the clients that we inherited from Randy. And yeah, unfortunately the contract that we signed was that we take over all of the clients with all the responsibility that is going to follow with it. And it looks like we bought ourselves a bit of a problem here, guys, because so at the end of the day, what is going to happen is I'm going to end up losing everything once again. Well, almost everything, guys. So it's very sad, I know, because unfortunately for us, Uncle Reggie can't really afford to lose anything at this point, not at his age. So we are in a partnership with this business, and that means that both of us are actually, you know, responsible for sorting out things that we need to, you know, encounter with this business. And this lawsuit that was brought upon us was actually from a huge hotel somewhere in the Maldives, guys, and I'm talking about overseas, and these people have got money. You could just see the car that their lawyer was driving. I mean, that's a Bentley. And the lawsuit against us is coming close to $1 million, which if I had to sell every single thing that I've got, I might be left with about 100,000, which is going to be not really a whole lot of money. So they've already got an ombudsman coming tomorrow to come and collect all of my equipment, and yeah, my property is going to be sold, as well as the house. So guys, I'm taking the full blame for this, because it was my idea to start this business in the first place with Uncle Reggie, and I don't think that he's going to afford to pay $500,000 towards that $1 million lawsuit. So I don't think he's going to pay any of it. I'm actually taking this just upon myself, guys. So it means I'm gonna have to get rid of everything, and I mean everything, even the new field that I just bought, which I never really got round to, and then I still need to pay off the bank's loan. So I might even come out under 100,000 at the end of the day. So guys, yeah, it looks like this is going to be the end for us here in Frankenmuth. I don't really think there's any more, you know, keeping me here. There's nothing really for me here anymore. So yeah, once we lost everything now once again, and this truck is still on lease, so I'll have to try and get out of that as well. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I guess we'll have to figure it out, as we always do. Alright, so guys, I'm going to jump in my truck. I'm going to make my way over to Nick's house and just give him the bad news that he's going to sadly lose his job as well, guys. So yeah, I think this is going to be where I leave this episode and this series of Frankenmuth roleplay, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in all these past episodes, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys, because I will be back. I promise you we'll be back, and we are just going to come out stronger each and every time something like this happens. So yeah, guys, I will see you all in the next one.